It's 11 p.m. It is December 29th of 2018. I just took a pregnancy test. I don't know why. It's like, I want to say 12 days before my period's supposed to start. But hey, for the first time in 36 years, I'm trying to have a baby on purpose. And I'm just excited to find out if it worked. If it worked. It was negative. Even if I was pregnant right now, I'm pretty sure 12 days before my period, the test wouldn't tell me that at 11 o'clock at night. All right, it's Monday, December 31st. It's still 10 days before my period, but I've become a pregnancy test addict. So, I mean, I've already taken one like every day for the last 3 days. Might as well take one right now. I feel like I've been feeling cramping in my belly, but that's your brain can play tricks on you. You can be convinced. Because it's happened to me before when I didn't want to be pregnant. I was convinced that I was. Now I'm convinced that I am. Or sometimes I go back and forth and think that last time was a fluke and it was so easy, but this time it's going to be hard. So it's the curiosity that's killing me. I'm gonna do it. Stash. The stash is real. There's like 2 boxes in here. So here we go. First response works up to 6 days. We're at 10 days.
So, I bought you 6 pregnancy tests.
2 boxes of 3.
2 boxes of 3.
Let's not make it seem.
And how many have you gone through?
5.
And how long?
6 days.
Why?
I think there was one day that I didn't take one.
But I thought you were supposed to wait until closer to the time. Like, you were the one who told me that.
Yeah, but when you have them, and then I've been having like all this cramping and been super tired and stuff. It's just like curiosity gets you, you know?
But you're supposed to wait, realistically.
I know, but I'm just like, oh, well, whatever, I'll try
Those ain't
it.
cheap.
Not yet. All right, it's January 5th. Technically, it's 5 days before my period's supposed to start, and this test says that it can work up to 6 days before, so I don't know, we'll see. Still negative. Boo.
How you feeling, baby?
About what?
Well, why are you sad?
Mostly I'm sad because I woke up to the challenge not working.
And is that it?
Well, I'm frustrated about not knowing about the pregnancy, but I get worried that somehow Knox was like a miracle and that I'm never going to be able to have a baby again. Because I'm too old.
I don't think you're too old, baby.
You thought I was too old before, that's why you weren't worried that I was pregnant.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. You told me that.
I would never.
You did say that.
I know better than that.
You said that.
No, you
thought it would
twisted
be
my
harder
words.
for me to get pregnant because of how old I am.
I think you might be drinking that.
No, you said
No, I
that.
never did.
Yeah, you did.
Isn't there still like a window though? Isn't there like, aren't you doing it too soon?
No, the tests that I'm using say they can test up to 6 days before, and it's only 3 days before right now.
Okay, well, we still got 3 days.
Okay. You can't drive and film at the same time.
That's cool. Okay, what were you saying?
I was saying that I've been reading a lot about making a baby, and that the 2 main reasons that I've seen that, other than you just timing it wrong, that could be happening if you have a regular period and stuff, is that if you're stressed out or you're sleep deprived. And yeah. I know, like, we always talk about how stressed out I was last time when I got pregnant. That's not really true. Not when we conceived, not. I was stressed out for like 3 hours before.
Yeah.
And then really stressed out, after, but like leading up to it. So this lady DM'd me and she was like, yeah, I had a friend who'd been trying to get pregnant for 6 months and she couldn't get pregnant, and then we went on an all-girls trip and she came back, and like a week later she got pregnant. She's like, I like to think that it's because we got her to relax and chill. Anyways, that's it.
So do you want to find things to make you relax and chill that don't have to do with street parking?
Well, it's kind of hard because then I'm not relaxed and chill once I realize how behind I am.
Thank you guys so much for taking the time to be here this morning. Whether you're a street parking member or not, we love that you guys are here, especially being part of this overall event, right?
We're going to keep it short. We're going to do body weight. I see, a lot of the people that we saw yesterday and some new faces too. Okay, so you're going to put your hands down, walk your hands out, walk your feet back in.
5 burpees, 10 air squats, 20 mountain climbers.
Whole wall of people that stop by yesterday.
So a couple days ago, I started having some spotting. Technically, it's my ovulation week, so I was hoping that it was ovulation bleeding, which I didn't even know was a thing until I started having the spotting and Googled it. I guess you can bleed when you're ovulating, and it's actually a good sign that you're fertile. Then this morning there was more blood. It was pretty bright red and definitely more than spotting. So I was kind of bummed out. I thought maybe my cycle was off or something. Molly, my best friend, she told me to take a pregnancy test because maybe I am pregnant and it's just things happening. So I took the test, and it was positive, but I'm bleeding a lot, kind of. So now I'm worried that I'm having a miscarriage. I didn't even know I was pregnant. And maybe not. I've reached out to my doctor to see if I can chat with him about it, and I'll take another test and see how the bleeding goes. But this is obviously, it's like a good thing that it's positive, but now am I losing it? So we'll see. This is the positive test that I got this morning when I was bleeding. Pretty obvious. It's Tuesday, January 29th. Yesterday was the day that I started bleeding a lot and was getting a positive pregnancy test. During the day yesterday, I got 1 more positive test and 2 negative tests, which is just annoying. But I've been bleeding a lot. Definitely, if I am pregnant, this is for sure not spotting or implantation bleeding or anything like that. I called my doctor, and I'm going to go in to see an OB. I haven't been to an OB here yet. We've lived here for less than a year, so I haven't even never seen anyone. The doctor that I contacted yesterday, my online doc, he helped me find someone and made an appointment, and I'm going to head over there today and see what's up. I guess I'm not necessarily sad about the loss of a baby, if that's what's happening, because I didn't even know that I was pregnant. But I guess it's kind of scary. And now I'm wondering if like my cycle is going to be all messed up and how hard it's going to be for me to get pregnant again, or if there was something wrong that caused this. It's going to cause issues going forward and just all of it. And as always, we're street parking, so we have people in town. We have three visitors actually, and another one coming today. People wanting to get work done and move forward and build this garage gym community, and I feel like doing nothing, and I don't want to talk to anyone or see anyone or get dressed or anything. So it's tough, especially because this isn't something that you want to like talk to people about and tell everyone. I've ended up telling them, a lot of our employees, because I don't want them to think that I'm just like leaving them hanging. Yeah, so we'll let you know what the doctor says. At the doctor's appointment and about to find out what's going on. Mostly right now I'm just worried they're going to tell me there's something else wrong with me. But we're here. What do you think, baby?
I don't want to think anything. I just want you to be okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yesterday they didn't do any sort of like exam on me or anything like that. They just did a blood test to see if I was actually pregnant, and if I am pregnant, how far along I am, because they can test from your HCG and progesterone. I know how to spell it, but I don't know how to say it. Anyways, progesterone? Whatever. Levels, how far along you are, and if it's progressing and stuff like that. So basically I am or was pregnant. My HCG levels are only 26, and one of the things that they told me yesterday is you're not going to be able to even see anything on an ultrasound unless your HCG levels are over like 1500. So obviously what she just told me was that either means that it's so super early on in the pregnancy, or that it's almost out of my body, if that makes sense. And same thing with the progesterone levels. I still have to go back tomorrow, because if those levels are rising or not lowering more, it might mean that somehow the baby is still trying to develop. But yeah, she basically said that it's pretty typical of a super early on failed pregnancy. And that made me kind of emotional. Like I said before, I wasn't attached to it or anything. And she said that yesterday that if I was pregnant, I'm like 2 weeks pregnant. But yeah, just kind of is what it is, I guess. We'll see tomorrow, and try just to know that at least we were able to get pregnant. So we'll be able to do it again, I'm sure, and we'll find out what's going on. I had to go in today and take another blood test. It's Thursday, January 31st. And then we'll get the results tomorrow to see if my HCG levels are still rising, or if they're going down, or what's going on. I took a pregnancy test tonight. Who knows why. And it's very faint, the line for positive, which indicates to me that it's what we thought it was. It was a miscarriage. And really today I had a little bit of like a meltdown, because I love our business so much. I love our members so much. I love our employees so much. I love what we do so much, but I kind of had like this resentment a little bit for how hard I'm working, and blaming stress for what happened, and then feeling like I don't spend enough time with Knox, and wondering why I'm working so hard and trying to build this family if I don't even spend time with my family. So definitely a little emo today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, it's Friday, February 1st, and I just talked to the doctor. about the results from my second blood test. Last time my HCG levels were 26, which is super low, but positive for pregnancy. Yesterday they were 9, which is still positive for pregnancy, but going down indicates that the pregnancy was not successful, and it definitely was a miscarriage that I was having, or it could potentially be what she called a chemical pregnancy, which is where your body thinks about following through with it for what she said, a hot second, and then something doesn't go right, or I don't know. I've read about it a little bit, but not enough to explain it here. So she said that it was so early on and there weren't any like problems necessarily, that this is super common actually, and that if we had accurate data, that probably 40% of pregnancies end in miscarriage. And a lot of times with my situation, if you weren't necessarily trying to get pregnant and tracking everything, you would think it was just a regular period, and people probably miss that all the time. So she said that since it was so early, there's not like a lot of trauma or anything to my body, and that it's probably best to wait till my cycle regulates a little bit before trying again. I think our approach will be a little bit less trying so hard and just letting it happen, which is hard for me. I like to control everything. The damn Coco music in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Anyway, that's it. And this is attempt number 1 at me trying to get pregnant on purpose and realizing that there's more to it than a lot of people think.